I'm Ellen Strickland. I'm the founder of Livingreen, a green retail business that exists in Southern California with 3 stores and an online presence that also takes us national or global, if you will. We have discovered in the last couple of years in particular that to really be a good service to our customers, the homeowners, the builders, the designers, that we need to do more than just offer a product to help them with their project. I decided to start offering health and building energy efficiency evaluations for all of our customers in all of the stores because there's a lot of missing information when people are starting to plan and assess their building project, their remodel project. We found that a lot of people didn't have enough overall information about the performance of their home, both from the energy efficiency standpoint as well as the health and impact it has on all the residents. I know for some clients it may feel like, oh God, here comes an extra step that I have to take care of or conduct before I can just simply go in and buy something to remediate or fix the problem. But what we find is we actually save people a lot of time, money, stress, energy, frustration, and sometimes just pure desperation about how to fix a problem by getting them to think their way through all the steps first.
My name is Stephanie Jonsson, and I am an interior decorator and a mom here in Santa Barbara. I'm married to Matt Jonsson, and I have 4 kids, 2 still living at home, teenagers, twins. I heard about Livingreen's energy efficiency and building health evaluation services from being in the store and talking to Ellen Strickland. I decided to do the evaluation in my house because both my husband and my son have allergies and asthma, and my son was sick a lot in the last couple of years, and I've sort of suspected for a while that they might be allergic to things that in our house. For instance, maybe the carpet or the cleaners that we're using, or maybe even fabric softeners. So I started doing a little bit of research on my own and decided that I probably needed to have our house tested. And my husband and I decided to have the energy efficiency evaluation done because our house the temperature has never been right. Our energy bills could be lower, but we want the temperature in the house to be more even and consistent and manageable because right now it's not. We're always too cold or we're too hot, and the house is drafty, and it just doesn't feel well insulated.
Hi, I'm Wayne Pendrey. I'm an energy consultant, a building energy analyst, and I do full comprehensive energy analysis of all types of buildings.
My name's Larry Gust, and I'm a certified building biology environmental consultant, and I look at homes to see how health supporting they are and recommend improvements to make those homes more health supporting. Some of the things that I measure when I look at a home or a workplace would be the level of electric fields coming from wiring, the level of magnetic fields being produced by errors in the wiring, which by the way are quite common, the level of radio frequency or communications radiations that are being produced internally and externally, and then in the area of indoor air quality, the condition of the heating and ventilating system, and the evidence of water intrusion events that might lead to mold growth.
When I go to a client's home or workspace, I'm there to measure the efficiency of the building, the envelope of the building, find out how much air leakage it has, how well the insulation is performing, the doors and the windows. We do combustion safety checks, appliance checks to see if the equipment is up to date and using efficiency. We're just basically going through the whole building looking to find the energy leaks and what can be mitigated to minimize how much energy is being used. Additionally, I do shade analysis for solar to see what the feasibility of any solar or renewable energy system would be to bring the system to zero.
New water heater, no insulation. Right here on the hot water line. My hand is hot as can be on this line right now. You're just losing energy.
By zero, we're trying to get to net zero, meaning we are either reducing the energy to zero or we're replacing that energy with renewable energy sources. The place for solar hot water and solar electrical systems is at the end, after we've addressed energy efficiency, identified all of the energy leaks through building analysis, and mitigated all of those energy waste. The result of this work is the elimination of their utility bills or the minimization of how much utility bills they're paying to make their lifestyle and their home much more affordable, much more comfortable, and creating an environment that's sustainable.
You see the red laser
The
beam?
value proposition for the customer is basically the return on investment. When people are buying solar, they always want to know how many years it's going to take to break even. When we address energy efficiency first, we cut all of those numbers down and we get them a realistic return on investment that makes sense to just about any investor.
Minnie.
Coming to test our house to try to help change some things and make it healthier in this house so your allergies get better.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
It is that.
because he suffers
Yeah.
quite a bit with
So it's
allergies.
Griffin?
This
Yeah.
is Griffin.
So what are some of the proofs that these issues are consequential to people's health? If we start at the top, mold, which produces spores which have proteins in them, and people are allergic to those. That's very widely accepted. So that's one of the consequences of moldy buildings. Maybe less well understood would be the fact that these molds produce gases, which are very much like solvent gases that might come from gasoline or paint thinner, except they're produced by molds. When we look at indoor air quality and the amount of dirt that's in the air, the EPA has done studies, probably 20 years ago now, showing that higher levels of particles in the air lead to higher levels of mortality. When we come to electrical issues, there's a lot of, I would call it, observable data from 30 or 35 years of actually doing assessments that show people are affected by electric fields, especially in the sleeping area. We know that because when we remove them, conditions in the bedroom change. People sleep more deeply, medical conditions heal, heart palpitations go away. Man, we've had tens of thousands of people who have shown, that have shown effects of having these things reduced. And in the end, we're trying to practice a precautionary principle. When it looks like there could be a problem and we can avoid the things that's causing the problem, it's only smart to be doing that.
There's so many inner workings of the house that you just don't know as a layperson, and so you don't even know what to look for. You don't even know what could be causing a problem. So it's just extremely valuable information, and yeah, it's great.